This is an Audi RS6 Performance, widely known and regarded as a gangster and criminal's car of choice. I bought it anyway. It's caused me a few problems, this car, but we'll go into it another time. This car, I think, attracts the wrong crowd. However, I received a phone call from a London guy who sounded a lot like a gangster on the phone, promising me that his RS6 was a little bit different and one that won't attract the gangsters. And there's good reason for that, and I believe him. But whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong will be dictated in the future. Today, we're going to have a look around his car and hopefully buy another high-risk Audi RS6. Here we go. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. We are buying another risky car. We've had a chap, a subscriber, who's travelled all the way up from London?
Yeah, Battersea,
London. And he's here to show us this wonderful RS6, and I'm going to try and pull it apart and knock as much money off as possible. That was the deal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this is Finn. Nice to meet you, mate. Thanks for coming in.
No worries.
And this is your RS6?
Yeah. Hope you like it. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yes.
So apparently it was owned by a senior exec at Audi.
Yeah.
He did the first 10,000 miles.
Right, okay.
And then I think this is what Audi Colchester told me.
Okay.
Then, Yeah, his dad bought it off him.
Yes.
So it's got a really weird spec. He's pretty much ticked every single box.
Yes.
Apart from the uprated brakes, the top sound system.
Right, okay.
And the sunroof. But apart from that, he's gone to town and bought all the weird ones. So it's got the
is
soft
weird.
close. It's got the dog cage. It's got loads.
So when Finn reached out and got in touch, he read me through the spec, and I've never seen one before in a spec like this. Normally the first box that someone ticks is the pan roof.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas he's gone everything else set for the pan roof. And the wheels are different as well. So these,
yeah,
we had a bit of back and forth on this.
Yeah, because it is the performance model, and
yes,
the performance model came with, I think there were still 21s, but a different shape.
Yes.
And but he wanted these ones, so I think he paid. I think on the checklist it's like £2,000 for these.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, just it's got the dynamic pack, so it's got the best suspension. It's got the lane assist. It's got the great auto brake stuff. It's got loads of bits and bobs.
Heads-up display I can see here as well.
Yeah, it's got a head-up display as well. Yeah, as I say, sort of ticked everything apart from those three.
Yeah. It's a classy spec though. We've got a blue one in at the minute, and that's an unclassy spec. So I think the sort of buyer on this is probably going to be maybe someone a little bit more mature and not a boy racer who just wants to rip the roof open and play his tunes and stuff, but it looks well. That's
why I got it from Audi, because, you know, they always say if we just get one that's not been messed about with,
yes,
they're actually pretty bulletproof.
Yeah, well, the blue one I've got in, we've just detuned it. So it had a map on it, and we've just had it professionally removed for that reason. It's cracking, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm pleased with it. As I say, the paint works, not the, you know, well, it's 2017, and it's got the wheels are a bit curved in places, and the guys sort of dabbed it in with the black paint.
Yeah,
but
wheels probably need a refurb, but they're not shocking.
No, they were powder coated about 6 months ago, and interior wise, this era, I think they're again just really bulletproof. They
wear well, don't they?
They sort of look like they haven't really been used.
So it's done 44, and you've owned it since it had done 10.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. So you've done the majority of the mileage in it.
Yeah.
What a cracking looking car.
Yeah, and like even just the back in that, it sort of looks, could do with a clean, but apart from that, it looks sort of like no one's ever sat in it.
I've never had a car come in that's not needed a clean. And this is surprisingly clean anyway, to be fair.
I sort of think because it's always had this.
Yeah.
It's just like even the original carpet's just all sort of.
It's just mint under here, isn't it?
Yeah.
And all the bits and bobs. Yeah. Oh, it's even got all of these still. Normally these go walkabouts.
Yeah, again, I think I don't know if that was an extra or what, but he got...
It's like luggage pack, is it, something? Yeah, so they can go into these and strap your bits down. Love it. What's this for?
Oh, I just got a shorter one because I thought it just looked a bit better, if I'm honest.
It does look loads better, doesn't it?
I just thought I'd leave it to...
Yeah.
Whoever gets it, really.
That's the way of getting pulled over.
Yeah.
He's round here, mate. Yeah, there's not a lot damage-wise. This probably would just polish out, to be fair.
I reckon if you get a proper, like a mop on it, I think it'd probably...
Yeah, it'll come up really well.
It has been the sort of family car for 5 years now.
Love it.
But yeah,
Love them
it's
in
the
black.
performance one, so it's 605 brake, and don't think you need much more.
No, no, absolutely. And then people map these, which is just bizarre to me.
Yeah, I don't think you need to really.
No.
Yeah, I got it washed yesterday, so I don't know if that's. It doesn't normally look like that, so we can wash that now if you
clean
want.
it off. Yeah, no, you can see through a bit of dirt.
Yeah.
And you said you'd had the discs and pads have been done as well. Yeah, they look.
Yeah, so I think they were done definitely less than 5,000 miles.
Right,
definitely.
okay.
But I reckon probably we'll check the paperwork, but probably even less than that.
Yeah, looks well.
That's the only big expense that it's sort of cost me, if you know what I mean.
They're not cheap, which is why I asked you on the phone if you had any invoices for that, because it is not cheap to do
and we'll
discs
check.
and
I
pads.
think it was £1,000 a corner for the whole discs and pads. But I think they're every 30,000 miles.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that. But
Yeah.
Something
Depends
like
how you drive it at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Finn. So looks
But,
well.
apart from that, I kept every receipt for the service. I always got it serviced at Audi. Well, actually, the last one was done at an Audi specialist, but every single proper service has always been done at Audi. And I kept the receipt because it's never cost me any. In terms of, it's just the sort of service parts and that's it. It's been pretty good.
Send it through. The only thing I can see is a couple of tiny little dents on it and stuff, but
Yeah,
it's a dent man job. Yeah, one on
I
that door.
saw there's a pin one there, but I reckon a guy can get that out.
We've got dent people that can sort that.
The problem with living in London is just always,
Parking.
Yeah.
A bit of oil on there. You've driven through something.
Oh, really?
If it was coming out the engine, it wouldn't come forwards.
Yeah.
I'll just grab a cloth quickly. That's come off the road, is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks
Do you
well.
want me to start it up?
Yes, please. They sound epic. Has it got the exhaust on it, do you know?
Yeah, it's got the sports exhaust, yeah.
Sounds well, doesn't it? That sounds nice and healthy. Carbon interior pack as well. Proper one, not like the blue one. Which is nice to go on, mate. I've been very polite. It sounds healthy.
Yeah, as I say, I don't know, I do think you should get them done by main dealer, so...
Yeah, well, I get it. It's preferences. I think main dealer or specialist.
Yeah.
But it's nice that when you're selling it, it's nice to see that sort of book pack with a load of main dealer services in it. Because they verify the mileage as well when they're doing it, because they can do gearbox mileage checks on it, so...
Yeah, because I had a supercharged Range Rover before.
Right, okay.
And again, it just gave me no bother, but I think it's because I just always...
Keep on top of the maintenance, yeah. Too many people scrimp, especially with it. Now these are sort of getting to the money where they're not mental money anymore.
Yeah.
You're getting people that are buying them and not necessarily maintaining them properly.
Yeah, because they're not far off from new Golf money, are they, really?
Well, yeah, I know which I'd rather have. Oh, it's got Apple CarPlay. Is that Apple CarPlay?
Yeah, it's got the wireless one as well, so...
It's got, so spec-wise in here, you've got heads-up display, which is obviously great. Bose, carbon inlays. You've got parking pack on here as well, so that will park the car for you itself, which we'll have a play with later.
And if you press the other one next to it, that side, it's got the 360 camera as well. So when you shut the doors, it's got the full 360.
It's a lovely spec, is this?
Which I don't think they all had.
Someone spent some money on this spec.
It's got the lane assist. It's got those as well. So,
blind spot assist as well.
Yeah.
It's a weird spec, this, but also nice.
Yeah, I think it's, in a weird sort of way, it's actually got the spec of the new model, the C8.
Right, okay.
Because they've got like all those bits.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah, it's good fun. And then, to turn off the exhaust, you just press that.
I'm used to going through on here for some reason. And there's a button there on RSs, but not 6s. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Have you got the paperwork with you as well, Trevor?
Yep, it's in there.
Through. Bit of me, this. I think it's a really nice spec. It's just a nice example, rather than one that's been mucked about with. And I love the fact it's all been murdered out as well. A lovely looking thing. Let's have a look through the history. There you go, thanks, mate.
They don't do a logbook anymore, so...
for your service records,
Yeah, so I just got them to print it out. So
mega.
It's got, the last one, which was at 42,000.
Okay, and it's, 2,000 miles ago.
And then, all Audi health checks it's ever had. And then, everywhere I've ever got it serviced and what they did. Even just little things like, just everything, really.
Yeah, can I have a scan through? Yeah, lovely.
And it's got all the old MOTs and everything as well.
Yeah. All right, okay, so it's had oil for the final drive as well, which is good to see on it. Has it had a gearbox done, do you know?
There was one quite punchy service, so yeah.
Yeah, quite.
It might be that one,
Probably
but we'll
that.
go through it.
Yeah, we'll have a proper scan through upstairs. But I remember looking through on the Audi sort of main dealer database, and it looked to have just been on the button, absolutely everything.
Yeah, I tried to just do, they say certain things at certain miles, so just you just do that, don't you?
Love it. Yeah, sound. Well, I think the obvious thing to do is get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your
go
foot
for
down.
a bit of a blast.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Mega. Cool. We'll keep it all together.
Right.
Cheers, Finn. Right, we'll get set up and go for a blast. Okay, so we're going to dive out and have a test drive, and before I do that, I want to make sure I've checked this car properly. So I'm going to run it through vehicle score. You'll have seen me do this 1,000 times before, but I do make sure that I do it on all the cars that come in. Okay, 896 out of 999, which is great news because the higher the score, the better the car. So what I'm going to do is have a quick check on this properly and do a full report. Okay, so full report purchased, and it is telling me this car's had 3 owners, which is one of the reasons I was attracted to it, because a lot of RS6s tend to be multiple owners at this stage. Never been a taxi, never been imported. There's nothing on here other than the fact we've got red flags for finance, which I knew about, and Finn was honest about it, so we've got to clear that off if we buy the car. And then also it's had a number plate on it as well in the past, which is fine. So all in all, rather a nice find. It's just so well put together, aren't they? What I quite like about it, like with the windows, you touch it lightly, it's slow,
exactly.
And harder, it's fast.
Yeah, it's just everything seems sort of really well considered.
Yeah, I suppose I was going to say well thought, but you put it far better than I did. Typical Germans.
But yeah, I think loads of it's like not even the RS, the proper RS, not the S, but the RS. They're not even made in Audi factories. They're like separate factories altogether.
I didn't know that.
All Audis up to S made just in normal factories, and then the RS is totally separate.
Right, okay. Interesting. Could believe it, because they're just totally different cars.
Yeah.
No knocks or bangs on it. It feels solid. Where have you been getting it MOT'd? Has it been MOT'd at Audi as well, or just servicing?
Yeah, I think probably 9 times out of 10 out, just as part of the service.
Yeah. Nice. Because they will find anything.
Yeah, they do quite a nice thing. Halfway through, they'll show you underneath the car.
Yeah.
And they send you a video, and you can watch it all.
Would you like to spend another £2,000,
Exactly.
sir?
Yeah.
I'm all right, thank you.
Yeah, but it's pretty good service. Although I think they're gonna, they've got to do something, because it is more expensive than a local garage. So.
Yeah, quite. I mean, it's good for the provenance of the car.
Yeah.
So you're sort of paying for that.
That's why I
to
do
a point.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think they. Plus, it's quite hard to get in Wimbledon, and because there's a lot less Audi dealerships than there used to be.
Yes.
You have to book your MOT like 2 months before.
Is it that bad? Is it?
Yeah.
What are we in here? So we're in auto. Don't want to be that dynamic. Yes, please. Straight away, you can hear the exhaust, can't you?
Yeah. So I actually think the dynamic suspension's too bouncy.
I agree. Have you got individual set with soft suspension and more power? Exactly.
Yeah, so I've got everything else switched on apart from the suspension.
I totally buy into that. For UK roads, I mean, we're Banstead out here and it's only on a nice, comfortable road.
Yeah, exactly. So that is what I did for individual, just put everything to the max apart from the suspension.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It must obviously be better, but...
I totally agree. So your individual setting is going to be exactly how I want it then?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes, but it's got sport diff on it. Oh, it's got adaptive cruise control. Didn't notice that. Oh, of course, because it's got lane assist. That's part of the same pack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll put it in dynamic, give it everything it's got. I won't launch it, but we'll just...
See, I don't think you need to go...
Absolutely savage.
Yeah, I don't think you need to go any further.
No, I think that'll do, won't it? God, I got up to the limiter quick there.
Are you manual? Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't quick enough. It just hit a little bit of limit.
But the sport's pretty good as well. The sport gearbox is pretty good in these.
It'll just put everything exactly where it should be, won't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well thought out.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking next then? You thinking you're probably going to go with the Aston?
Oh, well, I'm going to test drive. I haven't been in a Rapide S.
Okay.
So I'm going to test drive one. I obviously want the AMR. So
okay, so there's 3 of them.
Yeah, they did 200 Rapide S.
Right, okay.
But the cheapest one in the UK at the moment for sale is 100k.
Is it?
Whereas you can get a really, really solid, pretty much, perfect Rapide S for about 60.
Is it worth 40 grand?
Yeah, exactly. Probably not.
But mind you, will it hold its value a bit better?
Definitely, but it's 40 grand
It's a hell of an outlay.
hold on to, yeah.
The trap that people fall into as well is, and it's none of my business, but if you financed it, you've got the interest of 40 grand on top as well.
Yeah.
So it's all well and good at holding its value, but you've got to think about the extra few grand a year you're spending on finance or whatever.
Yeah, although, you know, sort of intentionally, I always try and go for like the AMG or the sort of
Performance.
yeah, you know, the autobiography if it's a Land Rover or you know, the SVR or something, because I do think you get such a different car.
I agree with that, and I think bang for buck as well. The difference isn't that big in cost. I'm going to give it a little bit of pillock up here.
Yeah.
What was in the boot?
That number plate.
It's gone now.
It's even smaller now, yeah.
Oh, you just hear it wanting to go when you give it a bit more throttle.
Yeah, that's the thing I was saying on the phone. It makes you think you're a good driver.
Yeah, until you hit a bend.
Yeah.
But
even on the bends, like, you always chicken out before the...
Oh yeah, I mean, I bet I could just absolutely... I bet I could plant it around this and it just
exactly.
Goes.
It's just you who stops. It's never the car.
Yeah. Yeah. They're meant to be, so people say with RS products that they're understeer.
Yeah.
I've never had an RS understeer because I think you've got to be going so fast.
Yeah.
Maybe on a track if you're really pushing it, but
yeah,
you don't buy an RS6 to go on track.
No, I've never really been a sort of track person. You know, everyone sort of wants to do Nuremberg and all that, don't they? But I never have. But yeah, it'd be tough to take a car you absolutely love on it. But then I guess maybe that's the point.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, quite. I like it, mate. Drives exactly as you said it would do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think anything else that it's sort of got. But as I say, it's just, I always say it's a weird spec. But as I say, I just think he ticked everything apart from, it is tough to justify the 9 grand brakes or whatever they are.
Yeah, and I mean, we had a guy bring an S7 in recently that had the carbon ceramics on it.
Yeah.
And they're so rare to find.
Well, these are really good as well.
Oh, they'll stop you.
Yeah, so I don't, you know, it's not like...
But it comes down to that, are you going to take it on a track again?
Yeah, I guess.
And absolutely not in one of these.
Although on the dynamic pack, which is what this has got,
yeah,
it's been delimited to...
A 175, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Dynamic Pack Pro, which is exactly the same, but with those brakes, and then then it's delimited to higher.
And you've got to be thinking about tyres and stuff, though, haven't you? And
yeah. And where you can actually do that.
Yeah. Well, that is for the Germans, isn't it? In their autobahn stuff.
Yeah, which I have done before, but even on there, I only managed to get to 166 because there's not. You need quite a lot of road.
Yeah, quite. Right, let's go and have a proper look at that paperwork and try and strike up a deal.
Cool.
Thank you. Yeah, so we've kind of gone through everything. I'm happy with that. We've been careful not to have this on film because we've been talking numbers and bits of finance that are on it and all that sort of stuff, and I think there's a little bit of element of privacy, but no, I'm happy with the car. Money's been transferred across. Yeah,
it's been a good morning.
Good deal. Works for me.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you coming down, mate. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
We'll pop outside and do a quick wrap-up. So massive thanks there to Finn for travelling so far. I'm pleased with that. It's a weird spec, but I think it's going to bring the right sort of buyer in. No pan roof, no sort of stupid bits. Be nice to have the brakes on it. I know he's talking about the carbon ceramics, but I've yet to see one with them. I've just got a couple of bits I need to do. Needs a good machine polish because it is a black car. Obviously needs the wheels sorting because they've been curbed, which is perfectly normal. And then run it through an MOT, run it through a health check. I'm pleased with that. That is a good bit of trading. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, there'll be plenty more coming. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.